Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice, where Mantic have deemed us worthy for another Halo Flashpoint tactics, this time focusing on the Warmaster Atriox himself. So he was missing from yesterday's preview, which I will link at the end of this video if you want to check out more on the standard banished brute teams. But obviously with him missing, I just thought, oh well, they're not going to talk about him because as far as we know, he is currently only available in the miniature box, due for release on a different model individually at some point. Quick post-edit note. All of the new stuff has gone up with prices for a September 2025 release. So Atriox, this is the retail version. He is £20. Your price in whatever country you're in will vary. Obviously we've got his box there. We've got a little shot with nice Spartans. Definitely terrifying. So that's his alternative pose. We're also getting the Defiance expansion pack, which is all of the bits in here. That is not the full box. They are coming for £40. Okay, so it looks like we've had a bit of a price rise between Wave 2 and Wave 3 for when these release individually. We're also getting the other set of brute miniatures. They're £30. And the Sangheili Mercenaries, or the Elites, are coming out on their own as well, and they are £25 for the 4, coming out in September. So if you don't pre-order and you can't get hold of that Rise of the Banished box, it's not too long to wait until the full release of all the other products. So I just assumed that we wouldn't be getting a tactical preview, certainly not so close after the last one, but no, here we are. Atriox is here. Stunning model. I do love that model. But he's here for a preview, so we're going to run through this one. I think that we're with Dylan again, who did yesterday's. So in our second Rise of the Banished preview blog, we're focusing on the intimidating leader of the Conquering Brutes. Warmaster of the Banished and Geralhane warrior of incredible prowess and experience. Atriox's legendary reputation for returning as a sole survivor of a series of suicidal battles inflamed his contempt for the Covenant. While the prophets attempted to have Atriox executed, his defiance gave rise to the Banished, where all who seek to break their chains are welcome. There is even humans in the Banished as well, interestingly enough. Or they think that they're part of it. They're not really. So the power gauntlet worn by Atriox on his right hand augments his strength and is capable of exerting enough pressure to crush a Spartan's helmet, which we have seen.
As I suspected. Nothing but a man.
Atriox's Gravity Mace Chainbreaker is enhanced with red plasma blades from the energy sword of the Covenant Executioner who failed to eliminate him, as you can see here. He's such a cool model. He really is such a cool model. Warmaster of the Banished Rules Committee notes. Atriox is the deadliest melee combat in Halo Flashpoint and is extremely dangerous for anyone unfortunate enough to get into close combat with him. With high tactician, fearless and concussive, Atriox is a huge threat to your opponent and has enough health points that he won't go down without a fight, all fitting the Warmaster. He has two different weapons to fight with in close combat, prepared to either break shields and weaken an opponent, or finish them with a lethal 2-blow. Atriox's unique special order Defiance will greatly augment your Banished and make them a lot less susceptible to losing actions from being hit by frag or rapid fire. Atriox costs around the same level of points as Master Chief, not surprising because they are of similar legendary status. And his stat line and abilities mean he doesn't need much support from items to be able to perform well. A grapple shot and thruster always work to get him into close combat, and health packs are also very useful to make the most of his health point pool. Active camouflage is a harder one to use, but can be extremely useful for Atriox, as he is unlikely to take serious damage from weapons that can target you indirectly, such as frag or implosion. A cheap ranged weapon could be useful, although with Atriox you really want him to be in or near close combat as much as possible, so focused on movement would likely be the better choice. He's especially lethal on Slayer, Oddball and King of the Hill, as he's very competent in either killing an enemy or holding down an area. This is particularly true in King of the Hill, where your opponent will have to commit considerable resources to take him down. All as we expect. He's obviously, being such a character as Chief, I am expecting him to be Brute Captain ++, and rightly so. What I'm finding really interesting is the two named characters that we have so far. So Chief has been out for, well, since Wave 1 and is releasing fully on his own soon. And Atriox, both of them as standard, are melee fighters, because Chief comes with the energy sword, Atriox has his custom mace. I know that you can build them and you can give them weapons and things if you want to. I just find it really interesting that that seems to be the focus, because for me Chief is much more of an all-rounder, but his best mid-range assault rifle, battle rifle, that for me is just quintessential Chief, having played the games, but I suppose that's how I play. Don't get me wrong, I love a energy sword, I love a gravity hammer, but for me Chief was always a mid-range, getting stuck in when he needed to, being long-range support when he needed to, but he is there just pushing forward, tip of the spear style. Atriox is just a beatstick, and he is going to come in hard and he is going to do a lot of damage. I actually really want to see his card. I cannot wait to actually get in and understand what he can do and how he's going to link in with the other banished stuff. Yeah, he's looking good. I think that's where we are with this one. So start clicking the banished. We've gone over this box so many times. We've gone over the American information, so the price rise about the tariffs and things, and how to get your copy at the cheaper price. I've touched on that in the last 2 or 3 videos that we've talked about, so I'm not going to go over that here. But if you want this model, this is the limited edition Atriox, only available in the Rise of the Banished box. If you want this model specifically, you have to get that box. Other than that, he is going to be releasing on his own. He has a different pose. It will be the same data card, because I don't imagine his rules changing. But that's us for this one. As and when more Halo Flashpoint news drops, I will be talking about it. But let me know what you think of Atriox, and does what we're hearing here in this preview, does that mirror up to what you're expecting? Does he sound more powerful? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.